Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, it's Mary. And today, for our creativity segment, we are going to do a little bit of gardening. So I'm very curious about all the plants. I'm very new at all of this. And now, all over the place, people are trying to get rid of all the plants that didn't sell for the season and seeing if they can get a home before the winter comes. So I bought my mom a plant. We're going to have to transplant that so she has something in the house. And then today I was at the store and I got this little Venus flytrap, which I think is quite fascinating. Just saw one of those movies yesterday and saw one of these in it. And it's very interesting that I happened to see it today. So of course I just could not pass up the opportunity to get it. So I don't have a container. I did get this really nice container as a gift. So I'm going to utilize it for the Venus flytrap. And then that way we can see, put it on our house, see what works on our porch, and we'll go from there. So it is quite small. Got a little lid, so I'm going to just go ahead and pop this out. Let's see if it has a thing from the bottom. I don't want to ruin any part of the plant. I'm trying to get it out. Oh, you know what? Venus flytrap, a carnivorous plant that attracts small insects with sweet-smelling nectar, then snaps shut and digests the meat. Water. Keep planting mix moist at all times. Light. Keep plants in bright, indirect light. Oh, that's good to know. Keep plants in bright, indirect light. Fertilizer, do not fertilize. Use distilled water if available. Temperature 65 degrees to 80 degrees. And continuing care, remove old leaves and traps as they turn black. Oh, that's what I was seeing at the store. There were some that had black. Remove flower for stronger, larger traps. Enjoy. Your Venus flytrap can be kept in its mini greenhouse tube or placed in a container of your choice, such as a glass, globe, or cylinder. Oh, they want it to form. That's why it had the little holes on it and everything else. But I think I'm going to transplant it anyway and just see what happens. So see if it can bloom or grow. We'll keep it on our porch and we'll keep tabs on it. So we'll see what that is. I can't really get this out. Okay, my baby. How are you? You get big enough. You would eat me. So I want you to see what they mean by, you know, they have got some of these already black, and then you can see, oh my goodness. So science fiction isn't too far off from Mother Nature. You know, we take so many ideas from what is. And in mini, as with anything, it's cute. So when I transplant, I'm going to take out some of these black ones. When they're black like this, they almost look like bugs themselves. It's kind of gnarly. But they're not. They're just like leaves. So I'm just going to pull that because it said to. I suppose having little clippers right about now would be a good idea. But I'm going to pull these little black ones that are already no good. Give the other ones that are nice and healthy a chance to thrive. So I'm going to just keep that right here, and then I'm going to take some of the soil that I already have, and I'm just going to put it in. Looks like it might take all the rest of my soil to fill this out. That's the one thing when you're in nature, you know. Always little bugs. I have to get over all of that. What I am finding, though, for sure, is in the house, when the bees come in, or even the spiders now, I always had such a hard time. They give me such an anxiety attack to try and kill them. Just because, for one, I can't hear that crunch. And for two, they know the fight is on. They know their life is in jeopardy. So what I like to do is always grab a glass now, like if it can be just like a glass, you know, where you can see through it, and just put it over the bug, and then take one of those flyers. I always keep a flyer handy, a little cardboard, and just slide it right through, and then just grab your bug and take it outside. It seems to be very effective. very quick, no anxiety, other than just making sure you get the bug inside the glass hole when you're going to towards the window or wherever it is on the wall. Yeah, this is going to take pretty much all of the soil, which is fine. This is the rest of the bag that I had from all the tomatoes and peppers and things that we gardened and planted earlier in the season. It's almost full. I just want a little bit to make sure we have enough to transplant this house plant. Now it says it wants to be in a kind of, let's see if that's too low. Maybe we'll keep it a little lower so it can have some moisture in it, is what they're saying. Keep it nice and humid. Might have to do maybe just because it's got this awesome little handle. Maybe we could make something a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see how it turns out. I'm going to put just a little bit more so it sticks up a little more and I can actually see it, which is wonderful. And then we'll see if I was a dot at gardening or didn't follow the directions correctly, but I just didn't want to keep it in this little plastic container. I don't like that. But it's cute or cool if you want to. And let's see where this will go. It'll end up like right here. I think we can see that even just a little bit, and then if we need to manipulate it a little bit, we can use the handle. All right, I'll do one more scoop then. I want to see it more. Okay, so I'm going to just take it out of this little container it came in. Let's see if it comes out easily. There it is. And then I'm just going to put it right in. And then I'm just going to go ahead and just put some of the soil around it. The soil. Just so it grows. It says no fertilizer or anything. Fertilizer. Maybe it eats itself. Very cool. I mean, I think it's so cool. All of gardening. I love touching the soil and how good I feel after touching the soil. And I really enjoy seeing all the plants. I enjoy when I have the same plant and I put it in two different parts of the garden, how one flourishes and the other one maybe gets a little too burnt, or like I said, I'm learning all of this. I'm learning and enjoying every step of the way of it, and how much it gives me to be outside or have it around my house. It's pretty. Something like this is kind of exciting. It's like borderline science for me, all of this. So I'm going to leave that at this. I'm going to show you what it looks like transplanted. Give it a little bit more space. I'm wondering how deep the roots go. And we see what... Look how awesome that is. Venus flytrap. Fantastic. No direct sun, so we're going to keep it indirectly in a bright place. And we're going to keep it moist. So I think I'm going to grab a spray bottle and I'm going to make sure it stays moist. I know from Larry the Lorax that, you know, when you're watering plants, is a little trick. Try to do it in the morning quite early. If you do it at night, the moisture hangs out underneath and it kind of gets moldy and bad and this kind of a thing. So morning watering is the best. The best would be to have Mother Nature take care of the watering. But you know, if your vegetation is getting too dry or wilted, then you for sure need to supplement with the water where you can. So these are little tricks I'm learning. I haven't tested them out myself, but at least we have a nice start for the things that we want to do. So here, this one has, I bought this container at the store for my mom. We'll be going into the cabin real soon, and we have a couple of plants that are around here that we've had for many, many, many years, and we're definitely gonna take with us. So I wanted to make sure that Madre had some plants as well that in her house. I think it's important, and they sit in the sunroom a lot, and make sure you recycle the stuff. And I wanted to make sure that they had a nice little plant for themselves that they could always look at while they're sitting watching TV. So I'm just going to move this over a little bit. So since that's taken care of. I'm going to take that one to the cabin, the Venus flytrap. And this one, I'm just going to go ahead and pour, because I know I don't have too much left in the bag. So let's see what we can do with this plant. See how deep it goes. Look how pretty it is. It's just la 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 la. So pretty. So, so pretty. There are so many things. I just went today and oh, the pickings are now slim. What you didn't get, oh my goodness. You better go one last time before all the Christmas stuff is out, that's for sure. See, that's a little too high, so unfortunately I misjudged here. So I'm going to conserve some of my soil here. I didn't measure beforehand, unfortunately. I put too much down at the bottom. So I am going to conserve it so I can, once I put it in there, I'm just going to fill it in on the sides. But I still want to get the bottom a nice little soil base, so it doesn't just go directly onto the bottom of the pot. So let's try this again. Oh my goodness. Let me pick up that fertilizer that fell on the floor too. Ideally, we'd like to do this just once. You know, we don't want the poor plant to suffer more than it has to. And trying to make its new adjustment into its new home. Let's put these around this way. It still might be a little high. Oh my goodness, I didn't do a very good job with this at all, but let's see how we can salvage this. Oh my goodness, sorry little friend. Maybe the pot just really wasn't big enough. It seems like it was bigger than the one it came in, but they're really about the same size, even smaller because it cuts down, whereas that one has the solid base. So that might be the problem here. Like we say, we're continuing to learn these things as we try them out. So if I see that she's not doing so well here after, oh my gosh, I really put it a little high. So I just don't think the pot's big enough, because there was only about this much at the bottom of the soil. So we just transplanted it really into a slightly smaller container, because look at the base here versus the base there. But it's pretty and it matches it. And if I see any problems here in the next week with this, you know, trying to live, then I might have to transplant it again into one of our bigger ones. But for right now, it's very, very pretty. It's gonna go right next to the TV. Hopefully my parents enjoy it. And everybody had a tremendous time outside in the sun, enjoying Mother Nature, which we love. It sets us up for a glorious day. I was tired right before this. I thought maybe I, you know, would sit down and work on the couch and write, but you know, being out here has invigorated me. It gives energy, it's beauty, and I really, really appreciate all the different kinds of plants and the things I'm learning. So for right now, the Venus flytrap and our house plants, and I wish I could tell you a name. It is, oh, beautiful, China Doll, that's right. Oh, I'm glad I looked up the name. This is called China Doll. Beautiful, it really is so pretty. So pretty. I'm gonna take off this little dead leaf, so like they say, gorgeous. So we have some China Doll and a Venus flytrap, folks. Hope you enjoyed our creativity gardening for the day. If you have plants, go water them, tend to them, talk to them. If you don't, now's a good time to see what you can get from all of the stores as they're having their clearance sales. But anyway, we love you very much, and thank you for sharing with us today. Take care. Bye-bye.